Hey guys, Sugar John coming at you with another Awaken Chaos Era video. Today's video is going to be a fun one. We are checking in with Ivylee Gaming today, and we're going to kind of see where she's at on her account, what she's got going on. As you can see, this is my current account. I've been playing since soft launch. I am going to log into her account. We're going to go ahead and we're going to tab through some few things. We're going to have just a general discussion and kind of see where she ended up, because I think we checked in with her almost a month ago. So definitely stay tuned. I hope you enjoy this video, and yeah, let's get started. All right, guys, I am joined with the one and only Ivylee Gaming. For those of you who do not know Ivylee, she's a good friend of ours. I actually met her back in the old Raid Shadow Legends days, become really good friends with her. She did decide to go ahead and pick up Awaken Chaos Era. We were very happy about it. She's actually in the official program with myself. For those of you who missed it, I will link down below, but we did already kind of do a little collab back when she first started. She wanted to get some advice on the game and kind of like what to do from starting forward. And basically this video is going to be just a wrap up of like, hey, it's been a few days. Like how's the camp been coming? Where have you gone? What trials and tribulations has she experienced during this? So I brought her on the channel. We're gonna go ahead. I have her account logged in here. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. She's been really going hard for what she's gotten done. She's on day 41 up here, as you can see, and she's got a lot completed. So I'll go ahead and I'll just show a little bit of where you're at, and then do you want to go ahead and explain to chat here and the viewers, like, hey, what did you experience when trying to progress in this game? So let's go ahead. Let's start off with like the adventure mode. And let's
Okay.
see, it looks like you have already completed all the way up to 10-8 Mythic. Is this correct?
Yep. Yes. I I think I blasted through pretty easy, but then I remember how you had said, "Oh, you'll probably get a little bit stuck at like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 on the first normal mode." I know I had my first use of a support character was probably 7 or so. I ended up using on like some of the boss stages, I started using support characters on the normal mode when
Okay.
I was pushing through. I didn't really have anything I had trouble with. Luckily, supports were enough to really help get you through, except this final 10-8 is hard. I haven't
It
done all the
is. It
side
is.
quests yet. That's what all the little exclamation points are.
Yep.
I haven't done all the side quests, so that's still something I need to go back and do, which might be a little bit. I know you get some good 4-star gear, but that's not really going to help me anymore. I'm still
Right.
going to try to get those done though. But
No, it
yeah,
looks like
I
looks really good. You progressed super fast. So
you
that's
think how long
awesome.
does it take people to normally get through Mythic? You think?
I would say honestly, just getting people through the Mythic campaign. So you can usually hit Mythic. So you can hit Mythic like 1, 2, because Mythic 1 and 2 are a lot easier than hard. Like
Yeah.
hard 9, 8, right? A lot of people will hit Mythic within the first week of playing. However, what happens
Oh,
is a
really?
lot of people will get stuck around this chapter 4 and 5 area, and they'll be
Hmm.
hard stuck for quite a while because it seems like the drop rates change again once you hit chapter 5 and move from chapter 5 to
Okay.
10. It seems like the drop rates for your legendary glyphs change, and a lot of people get stuck right in this little limbo gap here. But considering you've already made it all the way to chapter 10 and within 41 days, that's really, really good. I mean, it looks like you literally have this last stage here to complete, and it
Oh,
is
I've been
Niklaus, which
trying, but
is
so much.
he's a very
It's
irritating one.
hard.
Yes.
I've got it's not fun. It's
It's
really
not
not
fun.
fun. Yeah, I'll be like, "Oh, I got him this time," and then I forget about the stupid 1% left, and you're like,
Yes. Oh, it's
unkillable, and you're
yes,
just
very,
like,
very
"No!"
frustrating. All right, well, let's look at the characters you've used to progress that far. Because I mean, like I said, you've progressed super fast, but oh gosh, now okay, now I can see why you've been able to progress super fast here. So it looks like you've
Well,
been
only the
doing an
top tier.
amazing job at heroing or like managing your heroes. So you have the correct people level 60 already. That's awesome.
So I use Avera and, Valeria with Hakron and Connor as my main farming for campaign. Connor, of
Okay.
course, kinda boosts it to help support Avera's increased attack.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I didn't feel the need to 6-star him yet.
Oh, which is 100%. That's a good call. I mean, you really don't have to 6-star him. I
Maybe,
mean,
but
he's just
yeah.
there mainly for your support, for your heals. So that's definitely a good call there.
I
how have you actually been using Avera? I'm curious. What set do you have her in right now? Okay, so you still just have her in like a Hosh Posh
yeah.
beginning set. Okay.
Yeah, I have her with Rage still because I can't quite get her in Avarice as well as Valeria smacks so hard. I have Valeria in my Avarice set. That's
Okay.
right. But I don't have a good enough Avarice gear to also have the same stats and still get Avera in it as well.
Right.
And, like, my stats are not high crit damage at all, I'm like, it's the best I can do, but she's still doing fine for what I'm working on.
I
It's
mean,
just
you're 41
pieces of
days
the
in, and you're maintaining your crit rate, and your crit damage isn't terrible. Um, so that's awesome. I definitely love to see that. I feel like that's definitely helps that you have a lot of knowledge in gotcha games because you already knew that you needed to hit that 100% crit rate or
yeah.
sacrificing anything else. So that's awesome.
Today I was trying to actually fix her, and she's a little bit over crit capped, and so is Avera. I was trying to see if
Hmm.
I can push some crit damage elsewhere and lower the crit rate and like take off but just my gear is just so lacking. I at like the pieces that I would sacrifice that has like a little bit too much crit rate, there's just
Right.
nothing else really good to replace it. So I'm at just a big gear check right now, honestly. I
Yeah,
haven't started
it's
working on Zatlux and Nathalia really yet.
yeah, these guys are huge too. But it looks like awesome. So you've got the
I
ooh, look at you go. You got the glyphs. Glyphs are done all the way on Valeria and on Nathalia already. That's impressive.
and Avera as well.
And Avera. Yeah, that's a very impressive. So you definitely understand like what you're doing when it comes to focusing on the heroes. Now, was there something that kind of like told you like what characters to really go for, or did you just kind of guess and test, or just kind of pull the community here to figure out like I really need to focus on these characters to hit these certain points in the game? Um, just kind of give me a little thought process here as to why exactly you went with like Avera, Valeria, Santis, and these guys for maxing them to 60 first.
A lot of that stuff with knowledge of what I talked with you, or just being on Twitch. The couple times I've streamed, and now I stream regularly on Twitch, like at least once a week. And like I for my birthday, I had Failed Shot randomly join me. I was like, "Come on, join me while I do my summons." And he gave me a lot of tips too. And as far as Valeria and Avera, he's like, honestly, use them both together. They go well together. They're great for farming, and they'll help make it
Exactly.
quick. And that was before I even got Nathalia. So that was kinda like, "Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing," and that worked well, and, getting Hakron up for just support to stay alive longer, I mean, he's so helpful. Santis, I knew that you would like, everyone talks about her for Queen of Tides,
Hmm.
so this whole Santis Rodira, and getting, like, hopeful eventually getting a Gangalo maybe, of course, like everyone wants.
Oh man,
Um,
I can't wait to eventually get a
I knew it
Gangelo.
was worth investing in her.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Like I'm really I'm really impressed with what you've been able to do so far in a short amount of time because you literally you 60 the correct champions. So like you have right now you have your Queen of Tides team already made. Granted, yeah, they're
Except
missing some glyphs, but I mean,
yeah.
okay, not the end of the world. But yeah, and it looks like you've even pushed up to Queen of Tides. Okay, so you've completed Queen of Tides 9 here. So you're
Yeah, I can't be
almost going up here. Okay, that's not bad. That's really not bad. So and
I was
actually,
debating building Valak though, and I remember it as the other
yep.
instead of but
Yeah,
I
so
haven't done got to or Zatlux maybe instead? What do you
you
think?
need Zatlux. So your team right
Okay.
now, so which is really good because you already have a lot of everything done. Your team for Queen of Tides is going to be this team right here: Rodira, Santis, Hacker, and
Okay.
Zatlux. And the only thing you're going to change is you're going to use instead of Sunder Purgatory, you're going to bring in an extra Gaia's Renewal. And the reason why is just for that additional heal over time because right now you're at a gear check because you know
Yeah.
you're just lacking that 6-star gear that's really beneficial in your account. That Guy's Renewal paired with Rodira will help with targeting and keeping everyone healthy. But yeah, this is literally the team. So you build Zatlux up here, and you should hopefully be able to at least clear at level 11 Queen of Tides, I would say. And honestly, you know, maybe later on we could take a look at it and we could probably do it. But I feel like you have it in the makings. The only thing that's going to hold you back a little bit is the glyphs. But I see you
Yeah, I'll
kind of
work on his next.
yeah, I see you focused on you got your characters to 60s, your glyphs. I mean, you knew that you needed the glyphs on them. So you already have like level 3 for Rodira
Hmm.
here basically done. Zotluxes will be done, and then you got to do some level 4 glyphs. But it's not imperative that you get to those tier 5 ones. And I know it looks like you did. I don't know if you just recently maxed those people out or not, because it does
It's
see like
done. Yep.
see your hero promotion just finished, which is awesome. Like
And
this just
yeah,
started, guys, and she's
done.
playing the events like a pro. I love it.
I also did max out everyone's abilities. They're all maxed out, every single one of them that I
Awesome.
use.
Now, did you
So
do that
even
with the
Zatlux and Nat.
did you do that with the Fire Slam ability or Fire Slam?
Um,
Did,
Before
or did you
that,
just do
most of
before
it,
that? Okay.
some of because honestly, we didn't get any of the low level stones, so I had to go back
Mm,
and farm a bunch of stage 4, which I realized seems to be the best for farming
yep.
low level stones.
Oh yeah, I definitely would agree with that. So like if you, even when you come in here and you can just see the energy change from 4 to 5 here. Yeah, I would definitely agree
Yeah,
that that's going to be the best stage to farm them at. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah, I love it. Like I'm literally like, I do a lot of talking to a lot of people on stream because this is my main game now, and I got to reiterate a lot of the stuff here. And Ivy Lee over here, she's just like, oh hey, I'm just going to take this information and run with it. So that's awesome. So glad to see it. Now, how has the guild boss been coming along for you? Have you
that's
been
my check right now. I'm
okay?
stuck on the foodie
Stuck.
mission for getting to 20. So my hope was
Ah,
gonna be to build Antuna, as I call her,
yep.
Antonua, build her up and try her, but even at level 50, I couldn't get the gear on her to make her actually do enough damage and not die a little too early. So I think the problem is
Okay.
I think I need to be stealing gear. I know you have to move gear around and I hate doing
Yeah.
that, but I gotta do it.
Yep.
Not That's one of my I'm most stuck at right now is the idea of what to do for my guild boss, which we can talk about now, we can talk about later, whatever you think. But
I'm sorry. I was just drooling here for a second. You have a Niklaus light unit. I do not have Niklaus, so that's awesome. Um, but no, I mean, yeah, we could definitely talk about it whenever. But I feel like you have the champions right now. I feel like the only thing you're really missing, honestly, is just got to get them in the right spot. So you have, so you just got to hit chest 20 here. And right now we have
yeah.
the wood boss, so Zitlin, for example. I don't know if you've taken a look at him yet, but like this
Yeah, I know that
curse here,
I just yeah, I need to get him going.
and you don't have to do a whole lot with him. You just need him to play that curse once or twice, and it really will go extremely, extremely far. But yeah, you
Okay.
got him that you could utilize a little bit just to get to just 20, but you have the characters that you need. Ideally, you even have a rock here who's going to help you because right now,
He's
once again, we do have
max,
the wood guild
yeah.
boss, and he scales with enemy max HP. So as the guild boss goes into higher levels, he does a little bit more damage because the guild boss isn't capped
Okay.
at a certain HP level. That's why you see that the bar go up as you complete the chest levels, is because as it completes,
Mhm.
then he goes to a higher tier HP set. So he can scale very, very farther in the longer battle runs. But yeah, I mean, you definitely have the heroes here. Antonua for sure. The big thing to remember with Antonua is basically you want her Unicorn's Blessing on, and then you just A1. That's all you're gonna do. So you're gonna turn her skills off, let her A1 because her A1 allows her to proc a bonus attack. And then then once she takes a hit, Unicorn Blessing falls off, and then you come back over here and you use her A2, you put it back on, then you do her ultimate, so that way you do bonus damage, and then you go back to her A1. And that'll kind of help you as well. Because I know a lot of people struggle with just keeping that reminder of like this is how her rotation of skills works.
Yeah, it's
But
different. It's not like you don't just go right in with the ultimate.
yeah,
You kind
which
of
I think
realize if she doesn't have that up.
exactly, yeah, because a lot of people kind of forget that. And I'm sure you know that, but given that we both come from Raid Shadow Legends, ain't nobody trying to manual anything. So if any way we
I've
can get
been
anything to work with.
manualing.
Oh,
I've
have
been trying to
you?
manual the guild boss. Yeah, to just
Oh
try to push, and
man.
I just can't do it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can't get past 17, and I just been working on the glyphs for like Nathalia, and I switched back to Hakrin,
Okay.
and
Yep. I
yeah,
see
he's
that.
on to 5 now. So I know I
Man.
gotta get everyone glyphed. It's so hard. It's so hard to spread all the resources. Like you get really thin because I'm like, but I need to work on this one. Oh wait, Orok would be good, but I just got this other person going. I don't have time to max him out too, which is like
Right.
it's a nonstop trying to max everyone out all at once, and
Yeah.
that's
It's
what I'm having trouble with. And then having gear for like if who do I bring into guild boss? It's like if I have 3 damage dealers, then that's I don't have that much gear right now to put that on them, it's
Hmm.
don't. So maybe I gotta
No, yeah, it's really it's a rough. It's a real struggle. I know I've talked to a lot of people about what they kind of run into, and it's a hard balance. It really is a hard balance. It does sound like you're aware of like where the pitfalls are though, so it's awesome to hear. But yeah, it's definitely a really hard balance to really know. Okay, what point do I want to build these characters to progress further and further into in the game here? So I
Yep.
also noticed too, you have your Ice Wolf made. So the only thing you're really missing
Yep,
is
I
your
locked it.
Mary for your Ash comp, which is really
Okay.
cool. So the Ice Wolf comp is probably the best and easiest for progressing, and that's going to be this very top comp here. The Santis, Nathalia, Mary, Ice Wolf. It's 24%
Nice.
used because it's such a quick, easy budget one. Actually, I just did 2 account takeovers yesterday. They took me like 15 minutes to get this comp built for them, and super super good, very very
Okay.
fast. And actually, if you go to stage 12 here, it's 55% used. Highly recommended.
Oh, wow.
Actually, our friend Andy NSG did this comp, or came up with this comp for us, and it's still extremely viable even to today. And that's been over a month now, so that's very
Oh,
impressive.
nice.
But it looks like you have the champions for it. So you right now you have everything you need to progress into Queen of Tides and Ash to get to level 12 farming, which is great because then once you do that, you can take your Queen of Tides team, roll it over to Rolling Tulpa, and you'll have that to 12. So yeah, your account, so which is kind of why I wanted to do this check in on Ivy. You've been doing a lot better than I think you are. 41 days in, you're almost to the end game. You're like literally just a smidge away from getting right up to the dungeons and getting to the end game. Now, have you focused at all on like the Void Tower?
I think I've gotten a little bit up in normal, like, I might have got to, like, 40
Mm-hmm.
last time, but I didn't even try, like, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just so focused on,
Okay.
like, campaign and trying to get other stuff and starting to farm my glyphs, so I really haven't I'm gonna do the Void Tower this time as far as I can. We've got plenty of time
Nice.
still, luckily,
Yeah. Yeah. We
but I
got we got
haven't
over a
pushed it
week
to my
left.
max yet.
Nice. No, everything is looking great. I'm definitely I'm a little jealous. You've progressed a lot faster than even my free to play has, which is awesome. It looks like
Endless
even you're
trial,
in
let's
this
not talk about
trial.
that.
Oof.
Ugh, let's
Yeah,
not talk about
it's rough, isn't
70.
it? Yeah, it is rough.
I can't do the first one, I can't. I've tried so
Oh,
many
okay.
ways, and I I right now I was trying to get those coins
Mm-hmm.
for getting my Nathalia's A2 using the trial tokens in the shop to get that Arcana Soul Arcana
Oh
because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
she's only A1 right now. So I was trying to get the A2 and to get that. But look at me, I'm freaking less than 100 short. I'm like, come on, I just got to do a little bit.
You can always, I mean, I guess when this resets, you can always go back in and you can go back down to 60. So just always keep that in
Okay, just go
mind.
back to 60 and get more. All right, yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
that
because
probably then
you can
because
keep getting them
I
that
can't
way.
handle I
can't
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 handle
hang in
70.
70.
Can't hang, nope.
Hey, it's okay.
I
It's
actually
all
think I'm
right.
gonna make a video on that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna show
Yep.
the reality check because people saw my first, if they watched my 60 ones, I put out my whole endless trial going through all of 60. I did
Hmm.
videos for that, and I figure they're like, "Oh, I'm very curious to see how you do on 70 because it gets dramatically harder." I'm like, "Yep, sure did. See?
Yep, it
Watch me
sure
go."
did. Nice. It also looks like you've been doing your dispatches. You already have them
Oh,
almost up to
yeah.
tier 4 here, which is pretty good. That's
I'm
very impressive.
trying.
Yep. I mean, I know it seems silly that you don't get a whole lot of the matrices, but yeah, it helps.
Because it's sneezing.
Oh, you're good.
I'm
It's so
sneezing, I'm good.
dainty.
I'm like
But no, I mean, yeah, I'm impressed. You've got a long way from before, and even now, like, so it looks like okay, yeah, so you got the magic pass, which is
yeah.
really good investment, and yeah, I mean, you're progressing speedily. I just put it that way. I'm very impressed. So
I've only
guys,
bought the bonus, the what is it? The silver card and the magic pass.
yep, I agree. That is definitely that's kind of the way to go. You get the magic pass here, and then if you go to the shop and go down to your, which one is it? The monthly cards. Yep. So you got on the
Yeah.
silver card. Yep, which is perfect because um the EXP bonus is definitely more valuable than the gold one. you're going to use this one a
Mhm.
lot more. And the 100 diamonds, I mean, you can't really beat it because it's like what, $5 a month. So
Yeah.
for that price
Speaking of
investment,
EXP,
terrible.
oh,
Hmm.
I'm dumb. I keep forgetting about the jelly boosts. I never use them. I always forget about them.
It takes time. I think it's one thing transitioning from one game to another when you have boosts like these, right?
Yeah.
Because you can turn them on and off, so you can toggle it on and
Right. I'm
off.
not used to that.
Like I do this constantly, and I think that's because I came from Raid Shadow Legends, to where I forget. Oh, once I activate a boost, that I can like turn it off, and I'm just so used to
Yeah.
like it has to run out, right? It's got to play its course. And so you're not definitely not alone in that standard. And when I first figured out like, oh, I can turn this on and off, it's like, oh wow, this is awesome. And then the next day I totally
Yeah.
forgot about it and I wasted like a 24-hour one. I'm like, all right, well that's great information, John. You learned something and then you wasted it. Cool, good job.
People always yell at me on YouTube when they see
Hmm.
my bonuses highlighted when I'm doing a YouTube video, and they're like, "I can't believe you're just sitting there wasting your XP bonus." I'm like, "Bruh, it's the silver card. Chill out."
Oh, I
It's
love it.
really
I love
funny.
it. Nice. So yeah, I'm impressed, Ivy. I really am. You've come a long way. I know you've been starting to ramp up your content as well on Awaken Chaos Era, which is really cool. Um, what else? What other tidbits do you have for the people that you kind of realized that you had as a trials and tribulations with starting the game and kind of moving from one gotcha and playing another gotcha? Like, is there anything that really stuck out to you that was hard or really came more of like a time sink or not as fun, so to speak, because you went from one game to another?
I mean, I think a lot of people want to ignore arena right away because, like, I don't want to deal with PvP. Skip it. Who cares?
Hmm.
And it's actually quite valuable. And I mean,
Okay.
I I think it's easy to forget about it, but then if you just do the training, you get the 10 diamonds per thing every day,
Yep.
and then you can just do those to work on getting your Zatlux. Like, you don't even have to do arena to get Zatlux. You just
That's
do that.
that's great.
So, like, people
Great
forget
advice.
about it. Zatlux is
Yes.
worth pushing for. I haven't built mine yet because I just got it to 60, but,
Right.
um, yeah, like, just do that every day. You get free gems, and you're working towards Zatlux, which you need 200 battles to do. So, I g I've got all yeah, that.
Yep. Oh yeah. She already knew, guys. She already knew she needed that Zatlux, so she was ahead. That's actually awesome. That's a very good tidbit of advice that I feel like a lot of people don't give out. Like me myself, I've never been an arena person, but I do secretly do the training every day. But I guess I don't
Mhm.
always advertise it. So that's awesome that that's the first piece of advice that you give out. It's like, hey, guys, make sure you're
Free
doing your
diamonds.
arena. Exactly.
Why not?
That's awesome.
I
I'm
also
very, very happy.
like this game, when it comes to the events for Arena, even if you lose, you still get points. So
Oh
push
yeah,
as
yeah,
far as you can until it's too hard. If there's an Arena event happening, you're like, "Ah, screw that, I can't, I suck at Arena." Push as far as you can, and if it gets too hard, just purposefully lose and tank, and you still get points for the event. Why the hell not?
yeah.
It's
Exactly.
impossible not to be able to complete the Arena events because you literally can lose the entire time and still complete the event.
Right. No, that's awesome. That's also a very good point. Because they give us pretty good rewards, honestly, for these arena
It's
events.
really good, yeah.
Yeah, and then plus with these arena packs, it makes it really easy to go
Yep.
ahead. Like if you just want to sit down one day and then just push them, it looks like you still have quite a few of them after the arena event,
Yeah,
which
I
is
barely
great.
use them.
Yeah,
I'm
I
guilty
accidentally
of forgetting
messed
to do
up.
them all.
Yeah, so I accidentally messed up, and when you hit use and you select whether to use it or you come over here and use all, I accidentally used all. So I currently have 700 and something refreshes of my arena on my account. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a really, really long time before I use all these.
Oh, that's
Oops.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do
Oopsie.
that. It's 5
Yep.
at one time, you don't need not 1 at one time, so
Exactly. So, but yeah. No, I'm very impressed. I like I said, I just wanted to kind of hop in here and see what you had going on with the account and do like a just a friendly checkup. And I figured, hey, I'll offer my services. Maybe we can barter an account takeover here. And it doesn't really look like you need it. I mean, you've really taken the game and kind of pushed through it. Like I said, we could discuss later about some Queen of Tithe and other dungeon stuff. But honestly, guys, you're gonna go check out our girl Ivy's content because she's making good content and she's going fast without a whole lot of help. I'll admit.
Well, thank you. I mean, I feel like the biggest thing for me progressing and learning this game, because I have been terrible at actually keeping up watching people's YouTube videos and learning that
Hmm.
way, is when every single week on Thursday when I stream on Twitch, there's always I always have people in chat, and I'm literally asking chat for advice. I'm like, "Tell me what to do. I'm a noob. Help me out here." And I've learned so much just by having like a random person that's super helpful and talkative just talk me through some things. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that." Or I'm constantly finding out something new each week that helps me learn more in this game. Or yeah, just
Nice. So
learning from the
actually,
community, right?
that's right. So you're definitely engaging with the community. So speaking of the community, where can they find you? If they wanted to go look up your content for both Ace, Raid, all your social media, where exactly are they going to find you? What social platforms are you on?
I do YouTube for both Raid and Ace, and then I do Twitch for both as well. I only stream Ace 1 day a week, but I'm actually debating trying YouTube to stream for Ace as well, maybe. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to see how it goes on the smaller channel. My Raid channel is my main channel, but I want to see what happens on Ace, the Ace one. I do have a Discord server as well. I have a lot of pinned advice and stuff there for Ace as well. So I try to do all the things.
Nice. Nice. I will definitely link to all of her socials down below, including her Twitter. 'Cause she does post on there every now and then, as well as all the other content that she did announce, guys. So definitely go follow Ivy League Gaming. You'll see a lot of me and her. We are, like I said, we're good friends. A lot of times you'll see one of us hanging out in each other's stream when we can. And yeah, definitely go watch her on Twitch, guys. It's a lot of fun to go Thursday nights with her and shoot the breeze while she's playing some Ace. So definitely go check it out, guys. But
Well,
yeah,
Thursday
thank you.
mornings now.
Oh yes, Thursday mornings. Oh no. Oh man. Darn
I know.
Romanians. But yeah, guys, definitely go check her out. And Ivy, it's been so much fun having you on the channel. It was nice to catch up and do a little collab here. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Well, all right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.